Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Saying that you?
Who the hell are you? Come! Let's test your metal!
Give me the cold shoulder.
I'm capable of!
There's more here than meets the eye. I know it.
Together! I've been calling all day. Ain't he ever in? No vacation. Well, he's gonna wanna get this message as soon as he gets back, right? Real?
Feeling hot under the collar? Stay frosty with the blender that lets you enjoy life. Dates. Turn down the heat.
First, the law
and
gets
turn
private.
up the heat.
Sure nothing. Ryan's playing him all like a cheap fiddle. He plays. No, he dance.
Just like on the coded note to Fontaine. Fontaine and Atlas. Son of a bitch.
Sushong, I'm gonna make this clear as can be, so we don't have any miscommunications. Where the hell is the ace in the hole? You think you can stiff Frank Fontaine? I paid good money for state-of-the-art weaponry. I ain't losing this war just because you found yourself a higher bidder. I can promise you, I ain't never been one to lose with dignity.
You here for an autograph?
Just like that.
clear looks. By the way, Carol, I know they're talking about me.
I'm not so entitled.
Who the hell? Your Highness!
Don't you know what you're doing to me? Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
If I did everything correctly, all that's left should be pulling the lever at the front of the device. It says so.
What did I tell you?
Booker, look. You're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia? Nothing but trouble that way. Best to head straight back to Rapture.
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Canada mise. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't,
How do you know that?
because we didn't.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop.
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Right. That's it. I'm coming for you. I'll find her. Who's out there?
What's going on? I can smell ya. You're afeard of me. Kill your oppressor! Are you some kind of ghost? Show yourself. Gun her down! Come out, come out! Oh! I'll find that piggy! You can't hide forever.
Change. That's what the people need. But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire. The things they done to me, I can't forget them. I was Columbia's victim, and victimhood begets shame. Oh, what element of human experience is more corrosive than shame? I'm rotted from the inside out. What do I have to offer this revolution except my own dark motivations? When all is said and done, what's more important to me? The people I want to save? Or those I want to murder in their beds?
Come out, come out! Still breathing. Who did this?
Lingerers. Address your order promptly, or find your contract terminated and living quarters reassigned. Bastards.
My living quarters got reassigned, all right. I'm sleeping in Fink's bed tonight. Hide! Don't think you can hide from me! I'll find her. What? You gonna answer for this?
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay the hand?
closer look at that.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yeah, well, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
We've got the clock key.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we're all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.